I can't believe it. What a world we live in.
What a wild, wild world we are a part of right now. Nut Roast, as we see Raflow, BMS Raflow, playing Kazuya Mishima, and Paquito playing Banjo and Kazuya. Both of us caught equally off guard. Both players probably caught off guard. I'm not sure anyone was expecting this. So everything that comes out in this set is going to be a surprise.
Great. So in theory, this matchup is actually quite good if you are a very smart and tech-heavy Banjo. Because Banjo, quote-unquote optimally, loves to hang out in the air.
Yeah.
All right? They love to just kind of air camp. They can throw grenades, throw projectiles. Kazuya famously sucks at getting into the sky. All right?
Yeah.
Terrible jump squat. Obviously has God Fist, but that's a very certain clearance height.
Yeah.
And Banjo's more than happy to fly well above that.
Really good aerials, really good intangibility, really good frame data, but a frame 7 jump into one of the slowest double jumps in the game means that he has, as you said, a lot of trouble accessing that airspace, which Banjo controls very well.
Yeah, and obviously going quite well so far. To force him out, I love the stroll. It's like that one Twitter profile picture you see 50,000 times. Just ready to go, but unfortunately, the Rage Drive coming out still living, though. Yeah,
Banjo-Kazooie, obviously a very heavy character, as heavy as Ridley, does manage to live that move, but the subsequent up B out of shield from Raflow does manage to steal that stock away. Still, Paquito does not look taken too off guard. Oh no.
Taken out. There's the fist coming out right now.
Great DI in. If he had DI'd out, then Raflow could have gotten that nair that you see so famously kill people off the bottom at like 20.
Better think so. Auto turnaround, counting his blessings right there. That was very, very close. Very, very center stage
right there. Going to ledge because Paquito did not have any resources and does not actually have a second stock either, Nut Roast. This is falling apart so quickly.
Oh, perfect read there.
Did you see that mash?
That was absurd. Forced out once again. There's the kill finally.
But you only have 4 Wonder Wings to take away 2 stocks of Kazuya Mishima. That is a very limited resource on its own, and with only 1 stock remaining, there is a lot of work to be done by Paquito, who's looking brilliant at the beginning of this game with those Breagle Blaster combos. As I said, does actually know the tech, does actually play this character, it would seem, but is still struggling in the face of one of the toughest characters to deal with in any bracket.
Oh, there's the grab sent out. Oh, good roll. I'm going to get the follow-up.
Nice.
Come on, Paquito. Paquito, I need you to take to the skies. I need some of that Gekiri nonsense as he's sent down to the ground instead.
Another Wonder Wing. Only has 2 remaining, but if he might take the stock here.
Let's find out how he's going to use that last one. Will he save it for recovery?
Sniped. Very, very well piloted around the F smash.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a timing mix-up, but kind of just broke his own ankles.
And that's a great adaptation to the mash of Raflow. Knew that Raflow was getting out of those grounds very quickly, and so instead opts for the up tilt, which catches him coming out into the air. Very nicely played from Paquito.
Now this metagame gets very interesting, as in, let's see what's going on with that mesh. Force down out, 144. This is not looking pretty for Paquito. Definitely doable, but can't make a single mistake.
No, but right now he seems to be playing like a man possessed. Nut Roast, lots of correct decisions, lots of correct reads, pressuring Raflow at a distance, not letting him get in, and when he goes in, he is the one making the offensive reads, catches the up B, which would and gets the Wonder Wing!
My goodness, Paquito!
That was one of the best played stocks I have seen this tournament. I don't mean our block, I mean the block before us as well. Every perfect offensive read, every perfect gap around Kazuya's mashy options, and takes him out, bringing it to Raflow. A fantastic reverse 3 stock.
You can't make a mistake in that scenario. And Paquito just didn't make a mistake.
Not one.
Not a single one. That was crazy. Well, Raflow, what have you got in the bank now? I mean, obviously the Kazuya can clearly work, but it looks like we are dropping. It looks like the limiters are coming off.
Yeah.
All right.
And I will say, I don't think Banjo and Kazuya or Dedede like this woman at all.
Nope.
Especially on Yoshi's story. We're going to Yoshi's story against Palutena.
How do you get away with that?
No way.
Let's find out.
This isn't NA. You get to announce characters before you do stage bans.
To be fair, I do quite like Banjo on Yoshi's. I think this is a good stage for him. But still, Raflow and in turn Palutena are able to get very creative here. So we're going to see just how Paquito chooses to play.
Lots of nair chains, and then when you start getting sent to those skies, those up airs are just so threatening. But both of these characters do have invincibility on their moves. Banjo's is just a bit more ignorant.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it, actually. I like that.
Escaping the corner.
There's the fair coming out. Looking pretty even right now. Explosive Flame finally connecting. As he trying to get the run off. There's the drag down. Very, very crisp. As just forcing a jump out with those pellets. Ooh, that back air. Actually beating it out.
I love Banjo's sound effects, man. I love that one too. Does that really does? It sounds so goofy. Oh,
they're
but
coming
there's
out.
nothing goofy about that fair. In fact, I think he is serious, not roast.
That's the kind of fair you see in one of those lousy Smash montages with just a bunch of here comes the giant fist and vine booms. That's exactly what he channeled right there as he's forced out. I love the pellet play.
Conversion. This Banjo feels almost as well practiced as this DD. I thought we said this was pockets. This looks like co-main potential. This looks like main potential, to be honest, no roast.
Yeah, this is looking very crazy. Paquito just putting in the work right now. Ooh, able to force it out with that bomb. Great option coverage right there. Forced onto the high platform. Doesn't quite punish it, but he does keep himself safe by basically just beating him out with a nair.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And here's the conversion. This was what I was worried about. What can you say? It's literally a standard Palu conversion on this stage. This is why you do not bring this character to the Yoshi story. Like, I know we said Banjo likes it, but I don't see Banjo and Kazooie doing that nut roast.
Yeah, I think Raflow is just so knowledgeable.
Oh, sorry. Can we run it back? Can we do it again?
Let's see what we can do. Let's see what Raflow is cooking. Sent to the sky themselves, but they can cancel back down. Beautiful stuff right there to fall off the platform as they're trying to find a way in. Obviously needs to make their way around these projectiles. Far too awkward. Ooh, go.
There we go. That's it. Raflow has already started mixing up mash timings. Got hit by the quick mash and now goes for the no mash to mix up on that up tilt, forcing Paquito to start guessing and guessing hard, as right now he really needs to seal the stock away if he wants a chance at this game. Unfortunately, he will not get that chance.
My goodness, Raflow looking gross right there. You can see why this Palutena is feared far and wide. You can see why Raflow is very deserving of Big Boss's spot.
But until that big conversion into the 3 up airs, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right to me.
He was winning until he wasn't.
Yeah. That's the best way to put it, I think, yeah.
Moving into the next game now. There's got to be a red X on that Yoshi story. Come on, fellas.
Why would Raflow ban it?
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. No, I got mixed up. Oh, I was worried for a second. I thought we were going to see some DSR or something.
Oh,
all right,
God.
that's fine. That's fine. No DSR.
No DSR.
It's 2023.
It's called the stupid rule for a reason.
Excellent. As we move on in, see where we end up. We are going to end up small battlefield. Fantastic.
I like this.
Yeah, no, same.
Palutena does enjoy this stage, obviously, but not as much as you might enjoy PS2. It's got a slightly higher top blast zone, so you get stocks like that. She does maneuver around it really well, but we've seen that Paquito maneuvers around platforms phenomenally. So I do understand this as a stage pick from the Banjo Kazooie player. I'm just going to say player, not pocket player.
Yeah, damn right.
Playing
This
this game.
title. As already we're seeing that sort of length come into play, just throwing a couple of items at each other right now, keeping a bit neutral on our toes right now, as trying to fill each other out, as the nairs are going to come in, not going to let any pellet play come through. It'll be the explosive flame by going for it. Nice. Good for the jab.
Nice conversion into the jab from Paquito. Very nice offensive get up, and now has a little bit more control of that center stage, but Raflow is breaking that very quickly with those teleport cancels.
Oh, I love that up air, little drag down there just to keep that teleport safe.
It's really nice pressure.
Just up once again, able to jump on out, but still you're trapped in the sky now. Not as deadly as it once was, but Paquito really struggling to get in on Raflow right now.
Yeah. Raflow is just at the moment waiting for every single option because Banjo does not have the best of frame data and just waiting in the wings before he can execute his own game plan. Paquito manages to get back into center stage again, but at the cost of a big resource, and DI is in on that down throw. You just can't. Never the right throw to run the right play to DI in that down throw because Palu can always react and up air you for it, which will send him off the top at 120.
Yeah, I feel like you're just hard-coded to be prepared for the back air there, but everyone always forgets how easy it is to chain an up air into that as air dodge coming down. My goodness, just a ludicrous, never-ending, cruel string coming in.
Somehow Raflow's offense seems to be stronger on this stage, it would seem, not Rose.
Yeah.
Maneuvering around the stage just so well, clearly not quite at his best beforehand, and now he is playing with fire.
Certainly is. And speaking of fire, the explosive flame usage is really, really good from Raflow. Raflow completely understands the burst range of Paquito's ranged options and is more than happy to just spam explosive flame at the perfect distance so that it cannot be punished.
Yeah. And also happy to use that back air just to pressure Paquito out of that stock. It's so invincible. It's so hard for Banjo to get on through it without using his own Wonder Wing. And as we said, limited resources, already getting pressured out with those explosive flames. You have to use it when it matters. And even though Paquito is using it when it matters is just not coming up enough, or coming up too much, in fact. And as a result, Raflow has just such an offensive monopoly, to be honest.
Great way to put it. Forced up. You got to take your Palutena attacks there, Bear, as trying to find a way down. Not going to get caught that time, but still going to see if we can get a ladder. Not quite enough this time, as keeping the pressure on. Oh, caught on the platform. I think he wanted to go over it.
Yeah. It's seeming right now that Raflow has just sort of robbed Paquito of all the momentum he had going in with that one power combo on Yoshi's stories. It looks like the timeline changed almost. And right now, Raflow's looking so comfortable in the driver's seat.
Certainly is. Oh, just a bit too hasty there, but the grab does come through anyway. Where's the mash?
There isn't one.
Nice. There's the taunt. Hey, you got to do it.
You got to do it. Right now, when you are suffering at most, you have to try and put that sort of mental energy into your opponent's head that, I can do this, you're about to lose. Unfortunately, it might be a case of taunt to get bodies. Paquito is sent to the skies at 106% and is looking at death's door.
Certainly is. Sent out with a dash attack. Nice, strong move. Good coverage. Forced up. Can he keep him in the air? Instead, going to make it back to the platform. Keep the ground covered with those grenades.
Does it get the teleport cancel this time?
Definitely not. Could this be it? You got one Wonder Wing remaining. Obviously not going to fall for that cheese. Again, you got to use it here, it seems. As now you got to get very creative as the grenade comes through. Ooh, Nair not coming through either. There's the up tilt.
Very nice mix up the drag. Just to let, like, you're expecting back air there, so expect a single hit instead of multi-hit comes out, drags down into that up air. Very nice conversion, swiftly executed. And Raflow is asked to do bans. He wants to run it back, wants bans.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Sometimes you need to take your time to just slow your opponent down. Bans aren't just like choosing an optimal stage. It is changing the momentum of the set. And I feel like Paquito might need that breather right now, considering he's at quite the deficit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic stuff. Paquito still in. There are definitely signs of life.
And we are going to Kalos.
Excellent. Well, that could imply we're seeing the Penguin. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Oh, we're sticking with Banjo. Fantastic.
No, just wanted more space, which I understand.
Yeah.
Raflow was using those platforms so brilliantly to teleport cancel, to just pressure Paquito, so I understand why you just want to have that more flat stage, more stage to walk around, more stage to zone Palu out, and hopefully that will pay off dividends for him.
Also, you know, the sort of micro interaction of teleports are just worse on Kalos. They just are. So maybe you do want to try and find kills in a bit more creative ways. If you have to expend so many Wonder Wings just for movement mix-ups, then you need more consistent ways to kills without it.
But it would seem that in every timeline and every stage, Raflow is just a beast.
Definitely is. Has to expend the Wonder Wing to get out of there. There's the turnaround forced up. Looking fairly even right now as the Z-Catch comes through. Keeping him in shield. Great stuff, but the Wonder Wing coming out as well.
Yep.
Looks like Paquito's just letting them fly. Classic explosive flame coming down.
Beautiful read on the roll, and right now Raflow trying to fight back into center stage, managed to do so with the back air, but for once Paquito does not have to expend a Wonder Wing to get back onto stage. Really nice pressure too with the egg nade, putting it in his hand as he rolls back onto stage. Lots of invincibility and then a hitbox to come out after it. Really good pressure on Palu, who does not have the best out of shield.
Got himself a meal deal right there. That's what you like to see. As the up smash just a bit too antsy. As I feel like Paquito just kind of accepted his death there.
Yeah, could have mashed out.
Yeah. Probably
expected like an immediate throw and just started DIing, but should have been a mash because that would have been escapable.
Yeah, fair play, fair play. As we're going to see if we can find a kill nice and soon. Going to see, obviously, we don't want to use our Wonder Wings too soon. We've seen that they are sort of a clutch factor for Paquito.
And unfortunately, when you use that explosive flame so much, it is plus on shield. It's very safe and actually allows you to follow up first. And Raflow does so with strength, with ferocity, as he brings out 75% onto the Banjo Kazooie, and is just bringing away this set out of his hands slowly but surely. Paquito is running out of options, running out of percent, running out of stocks.
There it is. I do like the discount snake maneuver of spamming the grenade and then using it to cover your drop. As, again, it's 2 apiece, 106. Could be a very easy kill for Raflow right here if Paquito presents an opportunity to fall.
Paquito right now trying to hold onto the stock and trying to get as many neutral ones as possible, has to use the Wonder Wing, but still has 3 on this stock. He's done a good job of holding onto it, and perhaps he can use it to put on some own damage.
I think we're just going to start seeing him fly.
Yeah, exactly. But Raflow right now is also just flying around with that teleport. It's so hard to keep a track of him, especially when Banjo is just not the most mobile character in the game.
Definitely. Knew that grenade was going to explode on the shield, so Paquito gave himself a little bit of space just in case he got punished right there. There's the smash, but not quite enough, as in a scramble situation, not quite safe enough on the Nair.
Yeah, it's a really a shame that he had the correct option, but not the correct timing. Obviously, neutral get up, you get a very short amount of time to punish it before the shield, and Paquito does not get that timing quite right.
He gets one at the edge. This could be it right there. Forward smash comes through. We're going to see if we can find one. Grenades are flying. There's the parry.
Oof.
Oh, didn't get what he wanted.
Probably a missed input coming out from the Banjo main, or perhaps he wanted the Breagle Blast to confirm. Either way, not the best option. And does not get the timing on the egg nade this time. And Raflow, being ready to react to it, gets the back out of it. Really well reacted from the Palutena player.
Unfortunate as moving on in back to neutral. If we can find a kill soon, it could be it. But once again, we know Paquito loves these Wonder Wings. We find most of their advantage on these Wonder Wings.
Yeah.
And so obviously counting them is actually very important. Normally it's not quite that big of a deal. There's one. Shield went very low.
Raflow's catching, that might be two. It is.
Knew that shield was very, very low. Decided it was way worth the risk to just keep attacking and keep the pressure on. It paid off.
And Raflow just was too surprised, was caught off guard, wasn't ready to EI that. And Paquito managed to stay in this game, managed to get that stock, and managed to avoid the up air, and is still here to compete.
Damn right, forced out. Going to see if we can get a little bit more grenade play. Obviously, this long interrupted kind of center of Kalos is great for just peppering with those pellets and those grenades. We've seen Paquito get a lot of mileage out of it, but still, Raflow just bouncing him from stage to stage. The man's playing one-man tennis right now. As the grab comes through, that's got to be it.
Yeah, really, really well found from Raflow. Just stands at the edge, just puts in the idea of, I'm waiting for your neutral get up. I'm waiting for your neutral get up. I'm going to hit it on this way. Or you can roll behind me. I'll catch it. I'm ready to dash. No. Positions really nicely, pivots just behind him, gets that back throw, and that is unfortunately the end of Paquito's winner's life. A winner's life that was beautiful while it lasted.
It was. And you know what? I think Raflow's just perfectly kind of showcasing the power of Palutena and why they're always a relevant conversation topic, because a lot of people kind of discuss Palu in different ways. Some say she's top tier, some say she's not. Very much been a point of contention these past few days, let me tell you.